Good morning, children. Let us begin with Standard 4 EVS, Chapter 9 Changing Families, Part 1. So, what is a family? A family is a group of people who live together in a society in the same house. We all who live together, we say we are family members, and sometimes we also live with some of our relatives. So we say that we are a family living together, a group of people. Now, a family with only parents and your brothers, sisters, we say this is a small family, nuclear family. There is also a joint family or a big family where the families in which the grandparents, uncle, aunts, your cousins, and your family, parents, and your own brother, sister, we live together in one group, in one house. We say that we are in a joint family. So, this lesson is about changing families, how families change in course of time. So, let us start reading and know what is about this changing families. Here are some pictures of families. These are the families of Nimmi, Sering, and Nazli. Let us look at these pictures, talk about them, what we see, and we will discuss. So, here are in this lesson, three families are discussed about Nimmi, Sering, and Nazli. And what is the special thing in their family, how everything changed in their family, we will read in this lesson. A new arrival. There is great excitement in Nimi's family. She has a new baby sister. So, a new arrival means there is something new who has come. Where? In their family. And what is that excitement? That Nimi in her family, she's got another baby sister. So, all in the family, as we can see in the picture, that Nimi's family is entering into an hospital. Her grandmother, her father, and she herself are entering into an hospital, and they've gone to their mother to see the new baby. We can see the picture that her mother is sleeping with a new baby, and that is the new excitement that they have in their family. So now there will be a change in Nimmi's family because there is a new arrival of a small baby. So things won't be the same as it was before the baby had arrived. So now we can see in the picture that Nimmi's grandmother, father, and her mother are taking special care of the baby, and they are taking her home. And in the next picture, we can see that Nimmi is very excited, and she is very much excited to welcome her small sister to her house. This is the first time that her baby girl will be entering into the house, and she is welcoming her with a excitement. So all the family members are excited, and you can see that Nimmi's uncle, who is blind, is also welcoming the small baby home. So here's one question they ask us, that there will be a change in daily work of Nimmi's father, grandmother, and uncle with the arrival of the new baby. So how will it be? So what changes? Like the baby, the timing of the babies of waking up, sleeping, all are different. So sometimes they have to keep awake in the night, the mother and the father. So even the father might wake up late, and the mother also, and the grandmother has to take special care of the small baby. Even the uncle will be taking care. So in Nimmi's life, there will be a certain change. What she used to do earlier, she also cannot do all those things on time, and she will also get a little less attention of her parents and grandparents than what she was getting earlier. So all these changes take place in a family when a new baby has arrived. So has a small brother or sister been born in your home or in any house in your neighborhood? How does it feel to have a new baby at home? How have things changed at home with the new baby? So these are certain questions and common questions that everybody can answer who has younger brothers and sisters, or you may have some in the neighborhood. You can ask them and find out that how did they feel. So it will be a normal answer that everything changes when a new baby has arrived at home. So there are a few questions in the textbook that you can ask your own family members when your younger brother or sister was born, what changes had taken place in the family. Like there are common questions like whether it was a baby girl or a boy, then how was the baby related to you, where was the baby born, and all those common questions you can answer in the textbook itself. Now this is another cause of a change in the family, that is a new place. Sering's father received a letter from his office. The letter said that he has been promoted and would have to move to another city. So you can see that Sering's father is receiving a promotion letter from his boss, and it is being said that he has to move from the place where he is living to another place. So now, what reaction would the family members give when Sering's father shared this news of promotion with them in the family? We can see that all his family members, Sering's father, Sering's grandfather and mother and small brother is at home. Now his father is sharing the news. So now what would be the reaction after he shares this news in the family? Let us see. When Sering's father showed the letter to his family, how do you think the different members would have felt? So now let's see what is the reaction when he gave this news in the family. So what do you see? What is the reaction? In the first picture, we see towards the left that all the packing and is going on of the clothes and all the different luggage that we'll need in the new place. The grandmother and the grandfather are helping on the packing. And what do you see in the right hand side picture? You can see that Sering is very happy that he's going to a new place, and he's going only with his younger brother and his parents to that new place. The grandparents are going to live in the same house which they are living, might be their native place. They are not going to leave that place, and now the family which was joint will become a nuclear or a small family, and the grandparents, they will have to live alone without Sering's father and mother and Sering, and they will become lonely in the house, and these four members of the family will also become separate. And what support they were getting in a joint family, they won't be getting in a nuclear family. What will change in Sering's family after his father's transfer? For example, who from Sering's family will live with his father at the new place? Which school will Sering go to now? Will he have new friends? Has anybody in your family moved to a new place because of work? What do you feel about this change? Now, as we just discussed, that if Sering goes to the new place with his father, he has to go and adjust in that place. Then he has to join into a new school. He has to make new friends. So all this will be the change in his life because of this changing of new place. This may sometimes happen with us also. Our fathers get transferred, so we need to go to a new school, make new friends, and adjust with everything that is around us. So is there anyone in your class or school who has come to your school from another place? If so, talk to him or her. So this happens every year, that there are new cases of transfer, or after 1 or 2 years, certain children, they leave the school and they go to another school. So this is the experience that these children must be facing, that they need to keep on adjusting everywhere, and after each 2 or 3 years, when they shift from one place to another. Now here we come to the third family, that is Nazli's family. It's a wedding. There's great joy in Nazli's home today. Her elder cousin brother is getting married. So now this is a picture of a marriage scene where we can see Nazli. She is very happy because there again a new member is going to be added in the family. Earlier we saw in Nimmi's family there was an arrival of a small baby girl. But now there is an arrival of a bride who is going to be leaving her parents' family and going to join into another new family. Nazli is very happy. Why? Because her cousin brother is getting married. So you can see how excited she is, and she's ready to welcome the new member in her family. So you can still see there is celebration time in Nimmi's family. All the neighbors have been called and they are having lunch or dinner. And the new bride is welcomed in the house by the mother-in-law, and they all in one family they are enjoying in Nimmi's family. We can see it clearly in this picture. So, do you think there will be any change in Nazli's family after this wedding? What will change? Or do you think there will be any change in the home from where the new bride has come? What kind of change? So, in the both the families, there will be a change. In the bride is getting married and she's going to her new house, into Nazli's house. So there will also be a change. They have to adjust with a new member. What kind of nature, what type of habits, with all that we need to adjust with the new member that has arrived into our house. And this bride who has left her home, her parents, they will also miss her, and they will feel that one member of their family is less. So even they need to adjust their routine life after their daughter has left the family after her marriage. So every family, due to certain situations, they need to change. So my family, yesterday, today and tomorrow. So yesterday is what we talk about the past. Today is our present and tomorrow will be the future. So all families change in some way or the other because of different reasons. Has your family changed too? So as we just discussed that every family has a change. Now imagine in your family we have our grandparents with us, and your uncle who is younger to your father. Now today it may happen that your grandparents are there and your uncle gets married, so you get a new aunt at your place. So there is a new arrival of a person in your family. So your family is changing, your family is becoming bigger, and after a short time in future you may have a cousin brother or a cousin sister born, and that will be an again new arrival. So in this way our families become bigger, and this is a joint family. And some of us, we are just living with our father, mother and our brother, sister. There are no grandparents or no uncle or aunts with us. They all are living in different houses. So this is also a different type of family and a different type of change in our family. So there are different situations in everyone's family, and this change, it occurs in each and everyone's family. So when your grandmother and grandfather were children like you, was your family just like it is today? So no, it is not like that today. Even your grandfather must be a small child like you. He must be having some other brothers and sisters, and his brothers and sisters staying together, and after his marriage the families might have separated, and there must have been many changes in the family. So it is not the same as you are living just now. Everyone's time changes and everyone's family changes with time. There are many girls who get married before they are 18 years old. Many of them have to even leave school. There are many true stories of girls like Shushila of Rangareddy district who are going back to school. She also got the help of the panchayat. The panchayat said that young children should play and study and not to be married off. A group of people of Andhra Pradesh holds special camps to help married girls to go back to school. Jangamma and Chitti say, we would like to study and stand on our own feet. So, according to the law, a girl only after 18 can get married. Before that age, it is called a child marriage. And still now, though it is a law, but still now in many villages, interiors, in many villages, girls are married off in a very young age. So, because they get married, they are not able to be educated. They cannot go to school. And some school going girls, if they get married, then they have to leave their studies. It is the right of education of every child, whether it is a boy or a girl. They need to be educated up to certain standard. So now this lady Sushila of Rangareddy district, she started going to school even after her marriage because she had got the support of the panchayat. And the panchayat said that young girls and young children, they should not get married because it is their age of playing, it is their age of educating themselves. So nowadays there are many NGOs and many social workers who are working for this child marriage. And many of the children, they feel that they should be educated so that they can stand on their own feet. We all are standing on our own feet, but this means that they should be independent. They should be so much educated that they can earn and they can take care of themselves. They do not have to be dependent on anybody. So no girls should be married before the age of 18 according to the law. So dear children, I hope you have understood this lesson. So your homework is that you need to read it for once or twice. So thank you and have a nice day.